The snap of paper hitting the floor cut through the morning buzz. Ethan Cole's white sneaker landed squarely on Marcus King's neatly bound project folder, grinding it into the tile like he was squashing an insect. A couple of kids gasped. Others smirked. "Guess this trash is yours," Ethan said, his voice sharp enough to slice through the rows of desks. Marcus, standing in the doorway with his satchel over one shoulder, didn't bend down. He just looked at the shoe, then at Ethan's smirk, as if measuring the weight of both. Ethan tilted his head. "What? No comeback? Figures. Guys like you are better at cleaning up than speaking up." Chairs creaked as the class shifted, waiting. What Marcus said next would decide whether this was humiliation, or something else entirely. Marcus set his satchel on the desk beside him, slow enough to make the air feel heavier. His eyes stayed locked on Ethan's. "Pick it up," he said evenly, the words more command than request. Ethan laughed, tossing his head like a bad actor in a cheap drama. "Or what? You gonna cry to Ms. Ramirez?" The teacher froze mid-sentence, red pen hovering over her gradebook. Marcus took a step forward, closing the distance until the toe of Ethan's sneaker was inches from his polished black shoe. "It's worth more than you think," Marcus murmured. That made a few students glance at each other, sensing something under the surface. Ethan rolled his eyes. "It's a school project, not the Declaration of Independence. Chill." He tapped the folder with his shoe again, a little harder. Ms. Ramirez tried to intervene. "Ethan, that's enough," but her voice was thin against the charged air. Marcus didn't move. The room was watching a match they didn't yet know the stakes of. The door swung open, and Principal Howard stepped inside, his suit jacket catching the light from the hallway. He took in the scene, Marcus standing tall, Ethan's foot planted over the crushed folder. "What's going on here?" he asked, voice calm but carrying a weight that made whispers die. Ethan straightened just enough to fake respect. "Just teaching the new kid where he belongs." Howard's gaze didn't shift from Marcus. "Belongs?" The word was an echo with teeth. "Do you know who you're talking to?" Ethan smirked. "A transfer from the east side." Howard stepped closer until his shadow fell over Ethan's desk. "That's Marcus King. His father is Anthony King." The name hit the air like a dropped blade. A couple of kids sucked in a breath, one girl's pen clattered to the floor. Ethan's smirk faltered for the first time. Ethan's voice cracked as he tried to recover. "So? That's supposed to scare me?" But the bravado rang hollow. Everyone in the room knew the King name. It wasn't just power, it was untouchable. Howard leaned down, his tone almost conversational. "You just stepped on something tied to a man who can end careers before lunch. Including mine." Ethan's face drained. Ms. Ramirez shifted uncomfortably, eyes flicking between them. Marcus crouched, retrieving his project without brushing off the dirt. "Keep the shoe print," he said quietly, as a reminder. A couple of students stifled laughs, others looked away, suddenly fascinated by their notebooks. Howard gestured toward the hallway. "Mr. Cole, my office. Now." Ethan rose, no swagger left, his footsteps sharp against the tile. When the door shut, the room exhaled all at once. Marcus set the folder on his desk, opened it, and began reviewing the pages like nothing had happened. Conversations hummed back to life in small, nervous bursts. By lunch, the story had spread, about the stomped project, the name King, and how Ethan's face had gone pale. Marcus never brought it up again, but he didn't have to. The power wasn't in shouting or swinging, it was in knowing the whole room had seen the line drawn, and who drew it. Weeks later, Ethan still avoided eye contact. Some battles end with applause. Others end in a silence that shifts the air for good. In this one, Marcus didn't just keep his project, he made sure no one would dare touch it, or him, again. Where people choose to stand tells you everything. And sometimes, it tells them exactly who they're standing against. If this video has taught me anything, it's that real strength isn't measured by how loud you shout back but by how you hold your ground when someone tries to crush you. Respect isn't given to those who demand it, it's earned by those who carry themselves with quiet authority. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more, and let's keep the conversation about power and prejudice alive.